Curious Chimps.
I'm going through a big lesson in my life right now, a grief lesson. I've lost my nephew on March 15th. His name is Blake Michael Bankey. He's a veteran. Today's his birthday. He would have been 29 today. So, and we lost him to suicide. He took his own life. So it's a big test of my resolve to be here doing this today. And I just want to say, I love you, Blake, and giving prayers out to his transition, everything. And not to bring it down or anything, but this is a celebration of him. Yeah. This is how I see. Yeah. So the grief thing, I do want to touch on this. There's a lot of people going through grief, this grief lesson right now, and I've had tons of spiritual lessons that's come from this since March 15th. And it's allowed me to see the beauty in this experience. This is a tragic experience, and no doubt it's hard on my heart, but it's also a lot of beautiful experiences out of it that's came and allowed me to see the beauty in it. But blessings to Blake and his transition and wherever he goes from here. But I just wanted to share that real quick.
Wow. We can, man. And you're not bringing it down. I really appreciate you bringing that up, actually, because it's important. A lot of people are going through a crazy time, and I honestly resonate with what you're saying. I had a loss in the family recently, and my cousin was about the same age as Blake, and it's woken up a lot of stuff in me, and I feel it's sad to say that had to happen, but I really do feel like I'm going to live a brighter life because of losing her and seeing what can be done and just feeling like I'm not wasting my time here. And it's hard to explain, but I really appreciate you bringing it up is all I can say, honestly.
Yeah. With I don't want to take away from the rest of the show, but this is very important in my heart right now. What the spirits have told me through this, what I can do to channel this energy and this pain, where I can put it to change. Yeah. And one, he was a government employee. He was a veteran, and then he was a contractor for the government. So me having people in my family, this is the second person in my family. My sister-in-law just over a year ago did the same thing. She was the same age. She was a police officer, 28 years old. That's why I know there's synchronicities. That's these two things that's happened. Yeah. The thing that the spirits told me that to channel this energy moving forward, this pain, is the acceptance of these ways that me and Renato work with. These medicines and these ceremonies have to be accepted for what they are. It's time for it to stop. Yeah. The bullshit has to stop. The pharmaceutical industry is a farce. It needs to stop. It's doing nothing but hurting people because it's about money. Mm-hmm. The real cures are down south in the jungle and in cactuses and in the middle, in the center of everybody's heart is really the medicine. And it's time for us to wake up. Because I'm not mad at Blake. I'm not mad at anybody else about what happened. I'm holding our society at fault for this. And I'm here to tell you, you can cut this out if you want, but anybody that hears this, the government or whatever, I'm coming for you. I'm coming. I'm tearing you down. I'm holding you responsible for my nephew and my sister-in-law's death.
Not a chance, dude. This is the show now. Let it out, bro.
They both tried to reach out for help and was denied because of their jobs and their government employees, and that they were both ridiculed for this. And they couldn't come to me and my wife for help. They know full well what we do. They couldn't come to us for help because they would have fear of losing their jobs. This has to stop.
They weren't allowed to go for a medicine ceremony.
Right.
Wow.
the understanding and the acceptance of these plants and these ways has to become acceptable, and it has to come out of the shadows. So this is why I wanted to do it as soon as possible, why I'm still in this grieving process, so I can let this energy out through here. And in a good way.
It's so frustrating that there's such a clear solution to a lot of these problems that are around the world and a lot of these mental health issues. There's clear answers, man, and I've seen it happen through ceremony. I've seen the changes in my life, Sammy's life, and my friends and the people in the circles, and it breaks my heart that it's still today. It's almost still in secret. It's coming out, but it's still, a lot of people look against these substances, these medicines, and they call it like they put in the same category as heroin and all this kind of stuff. And these are real medicines that can really change people's lives and actually stop them from doing something very, very crazy, like what happened in your story. And it's a shame that there's no access to this medicine for a lot of people.
Yeah,
it really breaks my heart, man. And you know what? This is what the show is about today. This needs to be addressed. It needs to be addressed.